Welcome to Podcast 115, or as we're calling it, the War of Zek-Cast. We have a great podcast for you today. It is Thursday, August 11th, and we plan to release this for you on Monday, August 15th. Today in the studio, I have Robin Vallee.
Hello.
As always.
Yes.
And my co-host for today, Tiffany Amnerys Spence.
Howdy.
Or maybe we should start calling you Tiffany Big Mama Spence.
Yeah, Big Mama is right.
Huh.
Oh, I'm next, sorry. So today's show, we've got 2 interviews with EQ2 team members. We have Linda Brasse Carlson interviewing Akil Hooper and Dave Georgeson. And a bit later, Aimee will interview Vallee and Paul Molina, who are both game designers on EQ2.
And then we're going to talk about the War of Zek update coming to EQ2. And we have our latest fan spot winners.
So we hope you enjoy today's show. And we have a special newscaster today, Andre Padilla, our SOE employee spotlight for June.
So take it away to the news, Andre.
Thanks, Aimee. This is your news for Podcast 115. In Clone Wars Adventures news, we've added a video capture feature to the game. To use this ability, simply click on the camera icon, located on the toolbar on the top right of the screen. Then click on your record button. Click on stop when you're done with your recording. Use the up arrow icon to log into your YouTube account and upload the video. The Hasbro Armory Iceberg 3 lot and more. Have you seen all the new additions to Clone Wars Adventures lately? We just introduced the Hasbro Armory, the Iceberg 3 lot, not lettuce. Lots of new gear, several new Jedi Temple furniture sets, and more. For information about all the new items, visit www.clonewarsadventures.com. PlanetSide had an all-vehicle event last weekend. The all-vehicle event, which allows players to use other Empire's vehicles. The next all-vehicle event will be the weekend of September 2nd. In Free Realms Adventures news, attention fanfare attendees. We wanted to give everyone a status update on the new preview item for fanfare attendees. Due to a processing error, we erroneously granted all members the fanfare pack for Free Realms. The August membership packs have arrived. The pack includes a sprinkler item and 10,000 coins. Have you checked out the Free Realms Marketplace lately? We just added the Briarwood Bounce House and a Briarwood lot. Vanguard Saga of Heroes had its first Bug Bash game update on Wednesday, August 10th. Game developer Gidoo has also commented that these Bug Bash updates are not counting towards the content updates that were promised this year. Check out the Vanguard forums to keep tabs on these updates. Superfan Summer Sizzle. Between Friday, August 12th and Thursday, August 18th, 2011, get a 30% discount on Station Cash. Plus, check participating games for specials throughout the week. Offer not applicable to payments made by SMS or with prepaid game cards, or purchase of SOE game cards. Participating games include EverQuest, EverQuest 2, EverQuest 2 Extended, Free Realms, Magic the Gathering Tactics, Star Wars Clone Wars Adventures, Pox Nora, and Legends of Norath. Check back later in the week for more details on game-specific items. And we have some PlayStation Network news. Payday, Sideway, and Rochard will be showing in Sony Computer Entertainment Europe's booth at Gamescom. Stop by and get a demo if you are in the area. And that is all the news for today. Back to you, Aimee.
And we're back.
He's so peppy.
I know. It's fun. So if you want to meet Andre, we're going to link the blog where he was spotlighted in the show notes. What are we drinking today?
I think it's tea.
Yes, it's a Monster Rehab, which I found in the gas station the other day. But it's tea and lemonade.
Isn't it like an Arnold Palmer?
Yeah, it's an Arnold Palmer Monster.
Wow. Non-carbonated, but highly caffeinated.
Yes.
Got it.
Well, because the podcast is taglined as caffeinated for your pleasure. I noticed that the other day when I was looking at something. I don't know where that came from or how to change it. But
that's awesome.
But I don't know.
It's more like for our pleasure, because I'm sure they don't really care if we're going blah, 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 blah.
Well, it's not boring when Tiffany's drinking water.
Water. Always water.
Because if we give the baby sugar, they'll be everywhere.
Yeah, it'd be an interesting cast, because I'd be like, yeah.
So we have some listener emails, feedback, and follow-ups.
All right. Email From the forums, here's a question for the recording this week about Game Update 61 and EQ2. Will the community team, GMs, etc. be doing some live events and lead up for the Freeport revamp between Game Update 61 and 62, along with the Beast Lord lead up? Those are more fun than even the static ones like the recent Ring and Spire events, especially since we get to have fun with all of you during them, like during the races you had a while back. Signed, I'm going to say Mattia of Oasis? Or
Now,
Mattia?
I spoke to Paul about this, and he says, unfortunately not. But if we want to do special community events, that's up to us.
Okay.
Cool.
Well, let's see. Game Update 61 comes out
In less
2
than 2
weeks.
Yeah.
We'll see. There may be somebody else running those.
What about getting the guides involved, too?
Sure.
Yeah.
I do know that Juan, I don't know his dev name,
Olahin.
was working on a special races for us. So it might be a good day to go out there the day before or something and try and get those going.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm sure we can arrange something. Yeah, it's probably a good point just to throw in that if anybody doesn't know, I'm having twins sometime between now and late September, so I won't be here, but there will be hopefully a substitute Amnerys.
A substitute Amnerys. It's like in school.
Yes. So we're working on getting that arranged, and whoever comes in to take that role will probably have a good old time doing some events in the game. So we will keep that on the list of things to do.
Darth Vinkman says, I'm thinking Brasse's Bothan should be a bounty hunter. Last podcast, Brasse put the call out to what should she be in Star Wars. With GCW2's Space Edition serving as the biggest attraction of the last few months, and with space events likely to be the best and most populated events as the sunset approaches, she should be utilizing the ability to add an element now that we have bounties in space. She can spend her time hunting down players who can then leave the game with honor of having been officially slaughtered by an SOE employee.
We should make a group of bounty hunters.
That would be awesome.
Cool. Neil M. says that Brasse should be a fisher Bothan.
Ooh, we don't mention fishing.
He likes fishing.
Well, Vanguard has fishing, right?
Yes.
So
Maybe
Sorry.
we can recruit
after
Neil.
the very sad day that we have to cry and say goodbye to Star Wars Galaxies, maybe he can join us in Vanguard. And
There's a fishing tournament once a month.
awesome.
SG01 says, I'm back! Somewhat. Been crazy time since the beginning of this year, and it's not over yet. Anyhow, at Brasse, bring some of those large-sized Planet Side 2 t-shirts to Gamescom as well. I will buy you a good beer, find some parties for you to attend, and some free drinks. And more in exchange for such a shirt. And I will try to find you there. Don't forget.
Is that a warning?
That's the important part, right? Can't do any of that without finding her.
That's true.
Don't forget to turn off data roaming, as that'll be very expensive. So no internet ACEB from Wi-Fi hotspots. I'm not sure what that means. Still doable though. Oh, and as a suggestion, keep Wednesday off for your panels and such, because the show floor will be open for trade visitors only. You'll get to see all the awesome stuff without waiting in line. Now, I think I have about 11 podcasts to catch up on. Should be easier now that I have an automatic downloader for my phone.
Right. So we've got one from Fallacy who says, the podcast was really entertaining as usual, ladies. I enjoyed the interview with Justin and learning more about Clone Wars Adventures, which I have yet to try out. Must make Jedi of at least one of my daughters. Might I suggest Clone Warrior as a forum handle for Justin? I have to say that I've had similar thoughts about packing my life into our van and heading south to try and get on with SOE and customer service. But I don't think my wife and 3 girls would get why I uprooted their lives to work on computer games. I can relate to that one. Heh, little do they know. We're moving to Antarctica when the eldest turns 9 until the youngest is 35.
Whoa.
What? You're lonely? You can date a tall penguin. Unlike some, I have been working on my Facebook laugh. We have a funny character in there. Facebook laugh. Moving along, it was an honor to have my feedback read on the show, so thanks. Always nice to give my wife reasons to laugh at my geekiness.
Well, thank you guys for your feedback and follows. We really appreciate that. And so keep sending them. Emails, post responses on the forums. We love it. So we want to talk about promotions a little bit. We do promotions on Facebook. Forum challenges like the fan spot that we're going to talk about in a minute. That's a promotion. Recently, we did the DC Universe Bring Your Hero to Life promotion. On Facebook, the DC Universe Online had a promotion to turn a player's character into an actual comic book character. I want to be Wonder Woman. Players had 2 days to submit their hero's information, screenshots, and why their character should be turned into a comic book hero. DC Universe Online Legends is a monthly DC comic written by Marv Wolfman. This comic follows the story of DC Universe Online. The contest was only open to heroes this time, but it may be open to villains in the future. Keep an eye on Facebook, the Facebook page for promotions, as promotions for the game are posted regularly. So, yeah, we do. DC Universe has promotion. It's not every week, but it's pretty
practically
close. Yeah.
I do a lot. We also recently had a Pax Nora Heritage promo. This was on Facebook. Last week we ran a random drawing on Facebook for 3 Heritage packs, and 5 folks were awarded these sets of Heritage packs.
And Heritage was the new expansion that just launched for Heritage.
We had over 350 entries.
That's awesome.
And they just had to send in an email, right?
Mm-hmm. That's it. Yeah, they have to send specific information to be qualified, but yeah.
But there was no, like, dance on your head and spin in circles and recite the national anthem to
that
win.
would be a good one. Backwards.
We were talking in a meeting last week. There's one that's going to be ran next week on the SOE Facebook page. I'm not going to say what it's for.
Cool.
I don't want to ruin it.
I have one in the works for EverQuest 2. We're just waiting on some final approval on a few things, and ran it by my buddy in marketing the other day, and he thought it was an awesome idea. So we've got that one coming up on EQ2 soon.
Yep. And Pystro is working on one for EQ that is working towards getting more likes on Facebook. So,
yeah, we have a little bit of a competition going.
Oh, maybe I shouldn't have said that while you were
Well, it's not an official competition. He wants to get EQ caught up to EQ2. And we are just under 40,000.
Yeah, they are not near that.
They're like 27.
27.
Not bad. Yeah. Not bad. I posted about it the other day. It was so funny. I posted about where we were at and like, I wonder how soon we can get to 40,000. And immediately we had a little drop. And it was like, wait a minute.
Somebody posted, hey, you're not there.
We lost like 4 people when I posted that.
Pretty funny.
But it's picked back up. Now we're a couple hundred up higher.
So we run these types of promotions almost on a weekly basis. So look on the SOE Facebook page in the coming weeks and months, and also check your individual game pages too, because sometimes we can't promote it on the SOE page. It just gets promoted on the specific game page.
Yes.
So, all right, the fan spot, like we just said, promotions. Fan spot.
I'm out of them.
Uh-oh.
Oh my gosh.
We need more fan spots.
You guys. All right.
Slackers.
So, tell them about the fan spot challenge, Robin.
We told them in the last podcast.
Well, tell them again. They obviously didn't get it.
A fan spot challenge is something that you write or create and send to us that we can do on the podcast. So it can't be like living art, but it could be verbal, story time. You could even record yourself saying something and submit it to us.
Well, it could be like...
Ooh, this could be fun. Let's see.
It could be like, I like Jum Jum Juice. Do you like Jum Jum Juice? It could be like an ad for Jum Jum Juice.
I swear, I have a challenge. I want someone to send me in a Boomba's Pickles.
Oh gosh, we were just discussing that the other day.
Commercial.
Oh my gosh, it was so... Our guild chat was way not... It was like X-rated, and Boomba's Pickles were involved.
Oh no, not poor Boomba.
They should do one for Tiffany. Seeking community manager to take care of things while Tiffany's away.
Yeah.
Must be willing to take care of players on the farms and run events and games. Nurturing. Supply cheese to the rats.
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
So, this podcast winner, his name was
Stacy
from EverQuest 2. And it was titled Raiding My Life Away. Done to the music of
Driving
My Life Away.
And I'll just apologize now.
It was awesome.
Yeah. Tiffany's a great singer.
It's a little hard to sing without background music, and since we have all the legalities and can't actually use backtracking, it kind of loses something in translation.
Maybe you should have had headphones in your ears.
I brought them with me. I brought my iPhone in here so I could listen to the YouTube and make sure I had it right. So I was kind of like, do with the little breaks.
Uh-huh.
And we did cut it a little bit because it just repeats itself. So it's really only half as long as she wrote it out, but it was the same thing twice. And,
That's what Tiffany thinks.
oh no, she repeated it. So, my apologies, but hope you get a good laugh out of it.
So we're going to take it away to that.
Well, it's midnight, raid night, things aren't going right, lot of trash up ahead, slow us down, dying all over. And I gotta keep raising those detrimentals, ticking every second, running out of cure pots is my healer, even at the keyboard. Yeah, I gotta keep reviving. Ooh, I'm raiding my life away, looking for a better breastplate for me. Ooh.